All right, let's get started. First thing we're going to look at is the pentatonic box, the infamous pentatonic box, the one that people seem to never be able to escape. Except for now, I'm going to show you some really simple things that will allow you to escape that box and do lots of other things with it. First, let's look at A minor pentatonic. All right, so looks pretty familiar. Let's now talk about the 5 shapes that I'm going to teach you that will free you from that pentatonic box. That's why it's called the 5 shapes of freedom. Yes. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at 5 shapes that will get you up the neck until you reach the octave of where you started. So if we start here in the key of A, we're going to end up in the key of A up here on one set of 2 strings. So we're going to get from here to here with 5 shapes, including this first one, all right? So let's have a look. Get your charts out, press that little PDF button, do what you got to do, but check this out. First shape. It's just the top half of this pentatonic box you already know. Right? It's just a 3-fret shape here. So, how do we get up the neck on these 2 strings? We start just to the next step here, which starts on a D note. Right there. See, look, these 2 shapes that I showed you are completely symmetrical. This is 3 frets to 3 frets, and this is 2 frets to 2 frets. Right? So the next one is going to be 2 frets to 3 frets. And now here's the thing, it can be different depending on how you look at it, but because I'm descending, I'm going to call it 2 frets to 3 frets. If I was ascending, I'd have to say it the other way around. And here's why. 2 frets, starting on E, 3 frets, see that? So we have 2 frets to 3 frets, but if I was ascending, it would be 3 frets to 2 frets. But to keep it consistent, we'll just make it descending all the time. So 2 frets to 3 frets. Our next one is going to be 3 frets to 2 frets. All right, there are 4 shapes right there. We only need one more, which is this one, another completely symmetrical, starting on A, and then we're back to where we started, but an octave up. All right, it seems like I just gave you a lot of information, because I did. I'm going to go through it for you a little bit more slowly, but I'll show you that you can just go up the neck, and that is connecting all of these pentatonic things. And you'll notice a little bit later that you can do this in 3 octaves, and the shapes never change. You can be in any key, and the shapes never change. That's the great thing about this. It's only 5 shapes, and you can play up and down the neck and get an octave of patterns just on one set of 2 strings, 2 notes at a time. So again, let's look at it really quickly. 5 shapes. First one. We started on C, and it's the top of this, the top of that box you already know. Now we're going to start on D, just a 2-fret symmetrical shape. Then we're going to start on E, and this is 2 frets to 3 frets. Right? Now this one usually gives people trouble, and this is the one that I always say, you already know this one because it's the bottom half of this box. If you were descending, here it is. So the 2 fret to 3 fret and the 3 fret to 2 fret boxes are the ones you should practice the most, because those will be the ones that are most unfamiliar, and those are the ones that aren't symmetrical. So here's the first one, the 2 fret to 3 fret, sorry. And then 3 fret to 2 fret. Yeah, these two right here are the ones you should practice the most. So that is position 3 and 4, or shape 3 and 4. And then shape 5 is symmetrical. It's just a 2-fret one, starting on A. And then we're back to the one we started on, starting on C, an octave up. So you can see you can play on one set of 2 strings, 2 notes at a time, and use these shapes and get up and down the neck. And we're going to use that to our advantage in some of the other lessons.